Well, you want to know what? I am not doing so good. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Gavin Newsom vetoes safe injection site pilot program in California. Why? I don't know. California Governor Gavin Newsom D has vetoed a bill that would have allowed for safe injection site pilot program in the state, citing a lack of leadership for its implementation. Well, I don't know, get a fucking leader. Oh, we don't have anyone to lead this. Well, get a fucking leader. I don't you know? In a memo issued on Monday, Newsom wrote that he is concerned about Senate Bill 57 and the operations of the safe injection sites without engaged local leadership and a, quote, well-documented, vetted, and thoughtful operation and sustainability plan. What? Now, I just want to let you know, the alternative here, it's not like, oh no, people are going to start injecting and we need leadership. Whoa! Right, but the alternative here is that people reuse needles, which leads to disease and death, right? The alternative is, again, people overdose and die instead of being around medical professionals, right? This idea that you need, like, some ethereal, magical, and vague notions such as leadership. You don't think the bill has fucking any, like, actual, like, money for doctors and nurses and healthcare people to, like, actually... We need leadership. Speaking of leadership, it seems that there's a little bit of a deficit in California, especially within the governor's mansion. The proposed bill would have authorized the use of safe injection or consumption sites where people can use illegal controlled substances at supervised facilities. The state Senate passed the proposed bill in a 21-11 vote earlier this month. The unlimited number of safe injection sites that this bill would authorize facilities which could exist well into the later part of this decade, could include a world of unintended consequences. Well, let's talk about intended consequences of this veto. The intended consequence is more people dying of overdoses. That is the intended consequence. Gavin Newsom wants more people to die of overdoses because he's a freak. Gavin Newsom wants more people to get diseases and otherwise hurt themselves because they don't quite know exactly what they're doing or they cannot afford or find, fresh needles, right? Again, that is the intended consequence of this veto. So cry me a fucking river about unintended consequences. When you are intending with this veto to kill people, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. It is possible that these sites would help improve the safety and health of our urban areas, but if done without a strong plan, they could work against this purpose. Specifics, motherfucker, do you have any? Newsom wrote in his memo, adding that the open drug use in cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Oakland cannot be taken lightly. Okay, so there's open drug use, and people are dying because of it. Your response is, let's make sure more people die, and let's stop helping these people? You see how fucking stupid that shit is? Right, safe injection sites, again, help people survive if they overdose. Safe injection sites, once again, help people gain access to, again, fresh needles so that they don't carry disease sharing needles or accidentally, cut themselves in the wrong way with a blunt needle. Again, this causes death. The veto of this bill will result in people dying. So the idea that this guy's crying and whining about, but the safety of people, while he's literally vetoing legislation to help people actually recover. Safe injection sites can also be an area where people are, again, free to discuss their drug use. Maybe they could get help. Maybe there's a way, if someone is addicted and they want to cut their addiction, going to a safe injection site with nurse staff, right? Maybe there can be a way to get people into rehabilitation programs instead of jail cells. Worsening drug consumption challenges in these areas is not a risk we can take. First of all, it's not a risk at all. It's a made-up lie. You have no evidence that a safe injection site would worsen drug use. In fact, all the evidence is against you, right? Look at countries like Portugal, which decriminalized a lot of drugs, have open and safe injection sites and so on and so forth. And drug use in that country dramatically reduced drug overdoses and deaths related to drug use dramatically reduced. So again, this is like when I talk about people that believe in God and they have this faith, right? What is faith? It is belief in things that are not just an absence of evidence, right? But that are completely to the opposite of all evidence. That's what this is. Gavin Newsom has a religious belief, and he has faith that even though all the evidence disagrees and he refuses to present any evidence, that something that will not happen and has not been documented happening in any other places where this stuff has been demo tested is going to happen somehow magically because he believes in miracles. He believes in fucking miracles. He's a religious fundamentalist. Let's be honest. This is religious fundamentalism. He has a faith belief structure that is contrary to all evidence, all science, all sociology, right? All examples prove that what he is saying is false. He provides no examples in his own memo. Therefore, he's on drugs. I don't know what to tell you. Gavin Newsom is a drug addict, and his drug of choice is Jesus in this case. So, fuck this guy. Now, again, a lot of people are speculating, why is he doing this, right? Gavin Newsom probably doing this because he has 2024 or 2028 presidential ambitions. Let's be real, right? Especially with his, admittedly, really good insulin bill. Now, again, it could be better, right? It is, neoliberalized in some way. But again, he probably thinks this would haunt him in a 2024 run or a 2028 run, whatever it ends up he runs in, right? And so that's the only reason. He doesn't actually give a fuck about this feigned safety. He doesn't actually give a fuck about, oh, someone's gonna die from an overdose, or, oh, no. He doesn't give a shit who dies from overdoses. People that are drug addicts and they need help or they want help, he wants them to die. He doesn't give a fuck. They're useless. They wouldn't vote for him, and if they would vote for him, it doesn't matter. You think fucking California is going to vote for a Republican? Gavin Newsom is running for president at this moment in time. He doesn't care about impressing the people of California. He cares about impressing the whole country, right? California is going to vote for a Democrat no matter what. So he doesn't give a fuck about actually improving conditions in California. All he's trying to do is signal to the red parts of this country, whatever, I don't know, swing states, whatever. That's all he's trying to do. But the guy's a fucking lunatic, and people are going to die as a result of this guy's disgusting narcissism. So there you go. Fuck him.